Temperatures on the rise this weekend, a heat wave in places as we go into the early part of next week. Weird to be talking about a heat wave, and the first thing I show you is a cold front. This will make temperatures a little lower on Saturday compared to Friday as it slowly pushes Friday's warmth away from eastern England, allowing things to be, say, a little less hot through Saturday, and that weather front will provide a bit of cloud and some showery rain early on. But look at this. Behind that, high pressure is building in, and that smothers the country through Sunday, providing a lot of dry, fine and sunny weather. And as it edges further north, well, the warmer air, the hot conditions spread back in across southern areas in particular through Sunday, but even further north by the time we get to Monday. There are some weather fronts to complicate the issue. They'll provide some cloud and some showery outbreaks of rain here and there. But certainly as we go through the weekend into the early part of next week, temperatures rising once more. Now, a lot will depend on the wind direction. If we've got the high pressure in the North Sea and the breeze from the east, temperatures on the east coast could be held into the low 20s. But in the south on Monday, we're looking at temperatures back into the low, potentially even mid 30s. That's pretty unusual even for the middle part of June. So we are going to see the heat building in places as we head into the early part of next week. That's all to come. Let's get on to the detail for the weekend. Saturday's temperatures not as high. Similar conditions on the east coast, but with a westerly wind, so something of a fresher feel perhaps. But we could still get into the high 20s across parts of East Anglia and the southeast, but generally cooler further west and cooler around some coast. And these numbers are down compared to Friday's values because of that cold front moving through, which will also be providing quite a bit of cloud and some outbreaks of rain on Saturday morning, certainly across parts of eastern Scotland. Showery rain elsewhere too, generally quite a grey start, but as we go through Saturday, the skies should be brightening with sunny spells coming through. It's not going to be gloriously sunny everywhere, far from it. Still quite a bit of cloud and a few showers even into the afternoon, particularly in northwest Scotland, the odd one for Northern Ireland, but generally turning drier and brighter as we go through the day. Now, by the time we get into Sunday, that's when that cold front is pretty much out of the way and the high pressure is really moving in. There are these weather fronts just flirting with the far north of Scotland. The isobar is quite close here as well, so it could be a little breezy with maybe a bit more cloud across Shetland. But generally, under this high pressure, the air will be sinking, and that should bring a lot of fine weather. Small risk that the heat could trigger some thunderstorms over the near continent that may just push close to the southeast and East Anglia, something to keep an eye on. But generally, Sunday's a day of hazy sunshine. Again, around some coast, could be a little misty in places, and with the breeze coming in from the sea, that will keep the coast a little cooler too. But generally, temperatures ticking up a bit once more on Sunday. So we're back over 30 Celsius across the south and the east of England, and rising somewhat across Wales, northwest England too. Still across Scotland, Northern Ireland, more likely to be in the high teens or the low 20s, and cooler still along some coasts. UV levels will be high this weekend, bear that in mind, and lots of advice about how to handle the heat on the Met Office websites. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit subscribe, and then you'll never miss a forecast.